What is up, guys? This is Olympio coming at you with a discussion today about your hot tech cards, maybe for your main deck or your side deck, that normally kind of find their way into pretty much every deck that you play. Now, obviously this is all going to depend on what type of deck you're playing, and depending on what the meta is looking about right now. You could be looking at things like Full House, could be looking at Massacre Strict, some couple of key cards that I might play as well in certain decks, or it could be some really goofy ones like Injection Fairy Lily or anything like that. One of the top cards that I love using in big tournaments is one that I successfully managed to pull off a few times, but it also has backfired, but I normally take it into account. It's just a little bit of fun, and it's something that kind of is a homage to my retro love of this game. I've been around for a very long time. One of the cards that I kind of try and fit into my side deck is Time Wizard. Now, yes, you might be thinking, what the fuck, Olympio, you are clearly a scrub. Well, it's kind of just an interesting thing that I like playing, because it's just a bit of luck, and I like to make the duel enjoyable for myself and for my opponent. Every single time that I've played it, regardless of if I've won the coin toss or lost it, the opponent has always had the same reaction, being like, crap, what? There have been a few times where my opponent has had to forcefully Fiendish Chain or Breakthrough it just because they're so scared of the actual cards, which has actually allowed me to push with some other special summonable monsters, which has actually won me the game. But there was this one time, I think at Euros it was, last year in Amsterdam, that I actually pulled it off against an Artifact player, and it was just so funny. Because I think he had Ice Hand and Moral Tack out, and I only had like one card in my hand. Drew into Time Wizard, I was just like, yeah, let's do this. And I had a couple of people watching me as well, which made it even funnier, because someone behind me, which is, I don't really mind too much, but I drew it, and his reaction was just, what the fuck is that? Which made my opponent be like, what's going on now? So I didn't really mind it too much. It's all a little bit of a laugh, and I was going to summon it anyway, so I summoned it, and I was just like, so let's do this. He had no back row, he couldn't really stop it unless he had a Veiler in hand or something like that. And flipped it, called heads, called it right. I ended up winning the game. I had no back row, so his Ice Hand couldn't pop anything. And it was just so funny being able to attack with that 500. But I make sure to use my old school, ultra rare, first edition mint from the original set. It's just something that I like playing, because it's a little bit of fun, it's a bit of a laugh and a joke. And at the end of the day, it's just something that I enjoy doing, because I want to make sure that the duel is, at least fun for both of us. Of course, I might be playing some decks that might be slightly solitaire at times, depending on if it's Ignites or Exodia Quasar, that I might just be having a bit of a laugh and a joke with. But if I go to big tournaments, I normally won't play such a Trollsy deck. I'll normally play something that I feel comfortable with at that tournament. I know I can just automatically play it. I don't really have to think too much, because I know the deck inside out. So it could be Herald, it could be Quick Draw, it could be anything like that, even though Quick Draw there's a lot of thinking about it, but I know which direction I'm going to go in, or it could even be Yang Zings. But it all depends on how I'm feeling. But Time Wizard is probably the one that I've had most success with, because it certainly is one of the most fun to play. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you have any old school tech cards like myself that you just love playing? I do believe on the stream on one of the big events, I think it was a Euros last year, someone played a Dark Magician, can't remember who it was. He lost a bet the night before. He had to put Dark Magician into his side deck, to which on the stream he did. He tributed 2 monsters for it, and not only that, when the opponent tacked into it, he damage stepped Lance his opponent, so he kept it alive. Funniest thing ever, especially on stream. But it was a lot of fun. Both players, even though the opposing player who lost the monster, he actually had a lot of fun, and that's what I like to kind of try and rekindle about this game. It can be very serious at times with these meta decks and big tournaments, so I just like to inject a little bit of fun with my opponent. If they don't like it, then hey, I tried. So I want to know what you guys think. As I said, make sure to let me know down in the comment section below, and give me a like, comment, subscribe, and I should catch you guys later.